Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today I will be doing my Wrestlemania 41 predictions. I will go by each match. I'm going to tell you my opinions, thoughts, and also see who is going to win. And at the end of the video, I will do the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to see who I think is going to win. So, starting things off, the World Heavyweight Championship match. Main event, Jey Uso, the Yeet Man, the Royal Rumble winner, takes on the Ring General. Now, at first, I didn't know what to expect for this feud. Well, I didn't know what to expect for this type of match because I wasn't expecting Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble like most people. Well, most people would think. But for me, seeing the build at first, for the first couple of weeks, I was like, I wasn't fit with it. But then when weeks goes on and on, it got interesting. But when they did that beatdown of Gunther beating down Jimmy Uso, making him bloody and battered, it sparked my interest back into this match, into this build. And then the next week after, Jey Uso just had Gunther the emotion out of Gunther that we have never seen in a Gunther promo or anything like that. But who do I think is going to win this match? I'm a Gunther mark, and I love the Ring General Gunther, but I think it's main event Jey Uso time. I think main event Jey Uso is going to beat the Ring General, and he's going to become your brand new World Heavyweight Champion. I think Jey got what it takes to beat the Ring General Gunther, and I think he's going to get the job done. So we're going to scroll down, and we got our next match. Hold on. Got our next match. We got Jade Cargill. The storm is coming. Jade Cargill takes on Naomi. Feel the glow. And please take precaution on what Naomi's about to do in this match. This is the first non-women's title feud in over a few years. And honestly, I am very excited. I love this feud. I am a big fan of Jade Cargill and Naomi. It's gonna be tough for me to pick who I want to win because this all started during last year, Survivor Series time, where on SmackDown, Jade Cargill was found on a windshield on a car, and we didn't know who did it. I thought it was gonna be Bianca, but then after realizing maybe it was Naomi because the jealousy of her failed to capture the women's championship from Nia Jax, multiple attempts, then Jade Cargill and Bianca was tag team champions, which would spark Naomi to be jealous, thinking like, they are the women's tag team champions. What do I have? And she got nothing. So Naomi just pushed her on top of the car, and everyone, Liv was very suspicious about Bianca. Well, suspicious about catching of Naomi, and no, not Naomi. She was suspicious about Jade and Bianca as tag team, how Bianca would be jealous of Jade and all that other. Jade having the spotlight. It's look at Jade Cargill. She's the total package. But who do I think is gonna win? Since this is Jade Cargill's second WrestleMania match, but this is her first one-on-one Mania match / feud, going with Jade Cargill to get the win. I think Jade Cargill will dominate this whole match. She got the package, the muscles. She's gonna run through Naomi, but let's not forget Naomi. She's the veteran of the game. She is a veteran of the game. So Naomi, she could do some tactics that could get her to win, but I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill. I think she's gonna win, and the storm It's gonna be coming through Las Vegas, and they better be ready. Same with Naomi, because precaution is not gonna save her from the storm, a angry storm. On to our next match. Match that everyone is confused and head scratching the most. The WWE World Tag Team Championship match between the New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. The New Day still rocks, people, because thank God for the New Day. Xavier Woods Kofi Kisa takes on the reigning and defending World Tag Team Champions Aaron and Ivar, the War Raiders. Now, as you all know, this was not the match that most people was looking forward to at WrestleMania. We're looking forward to the WWE Tag Team Champions on SmackDown with Motor City Machine Guns, Los Garza, Pretty Deadly, DIY, Street Profits. SmackDown division was cooking. And I was hoping for a triple threat for the WWE Tag Team Championships, like DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits for the WWE Tag Team Championships. But the World Tag Team Championship is great to see the New Day on WrestleMania because I feel like they deserve it. I wouldn't say I feel like deserve it. They earned the opportunity to wrestle at WrestleMania to grace us with their presence. And who do I think is going to win? I think there might be a stipulation. They might do Viking rules match at WrestleMania. They could do a Vikings rules match. And the Viking Raiders, or not the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders. I think the War Raiders will retain, but I think Big E helps the War Raiders win this match. Maybe Big E, now help the War Raiders retain the World Tag Team Championship, because why would Big E allow his brothers to turn their back on him and don't give repercussions for it? So the War Raiders is going to retain the World Tag Team Championships. And then we're going to move on over here. We got El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. Alright, I love El Grande Americano. He's great. And no recollections to Chad Gable, which he was robbed of a WrestleMania match. I'm very disappointed that Adam Pearce didn't give El Grande Americano the match, but not Chad Gable. And then we got the deadbeat dad, Rey Mysterio. Now look, as much as I want to root for El Grande Americano, but I think Rey Mysterio is going to win, so that way the story is that Rey Mysterio and the LWO is going to unmask El Grande Americano, and it's going to turn out to be Chad Gable. But I don't know. I really want El Grande Americano to win this match because it's new, it's fresh, and he needs to get his first WrestleMania win. We can't have him lose on his first debut match on WrestleMania to the deadbeat dad, Rey Mysterio. But Rey Mysterio, the deadbeat, will win this match. Moving on to the next match. The Women's Championship of SmackDown. It's the Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair. The unprofessional Charlotte Flair that commentary has been saying. And your women's champion. What time is it, folks? It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton. So, this feud has been very interesting. On most occasions, Charlotte has been getting the upper hand for this feud. I suspect that she's a veteran of the game. Tiffany Stratton, she did stood tall at one point on SmackDown. That's only one time she has stood tall. And last week on Friday Night SmackDown, Charlotte stood tall again, but Wade Barrett did step in and tell her, hey, You need to stop that because you are going to lose your job if you start keep doing this every single time. I mean, attacked her in the parking lot, attacked her after her match against Roxanne Perez. It was a great match, by the way. And the promo that they did was very interesting. When went off script, which I didn't expect them to do that. But Charlotte, who's supposed to be the veteran and supposed to help the new up and coming superstars, she went into business for herself. But who do I want to win? I want Tippy Time to win this match, but I think Triple H is going to have Charlotte Flair to win. I think Charlotte is going to win the championship, and yeah, I think Charlotte's going to win, even though most fans would not want Charlotte to win. But if Charlotte does win, Tiffany Stratton is going to chase her down to get her women's championship back, as she should, because it's Tippy time. Oh, and on to our next match. We got the United States Championship. We got the Megastar. Hell, wait, the Megastar. L.A. Knight. Yeah, I'm not going to but United States Champion L.A. Knight. Then taking on the Samoan Werewolf. Jacob Botch. Either the Samoan Werewolf or over the Megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah. Or Solo Sikoa accidentally lost Jacob Fatu, which was his Jacob Fatu is very bad. And in my opinion, the words of Jacob Fatu saying, I hate Solo. In my opinion, the words of Jacob Fatu saying, I hate you, Solo. Jacob Fatu attacks him. Or either he attacks him or he's saying, I hate you, Solo. But I'm going with Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf. I think Jacob Fatu wins his first singles title and win his first singles match at Wrestlemania. Even though I do want LA Knight to win, but I think the Samoan Werewolf wins the United States Championship. And on to our main event. His first Wrestlemania with a fight against his best friend, Tony. And we got triple threat match. Oh boy, this build-up has been going on for centuries. This is basically the Shield triple threat match, but CM Punk is in because CM Punk, he is the creator of the Shield. So this is basically the Shield triple threat, but CM Punk is the creator. And this all started at the Royal Rumble, where CM Punk eliminated Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, I'm pretty sure, or along those lines. And Roman and Punk argue. Roman say, "Why you do that to me? You helped us at War Games and stuff like that." And Rollins went ballistic. First off, Roman. First off, Punk, I'm pretty sure, or they just brawled and stuff. Seth Rollins Goopa stomped Roman on the back of his noggin and then curb stomped him on the steel steps. And then fast forward, and Punk, they hated each other, going after each other's throats and all that other stuff. And then the Elimination Chamber happened. Seth Rollins being bitter, getting eliminated by John Cena and CM Punk. They gained up on Rollins. Rollins got eliminated. Rollins was ballistic. He was mad. He was angry. What did Rollins do? He curb stomped CM Punk. John took advantage. He won Chamber. and Punk was furious. And then the next night on Raw, they brawled. They brawled all over the arena. Punk Rollins was pissed off. They hate each other. And then they get their match at Madison Square Garden. A great steel cage match, one of the best steel cage matches that WWE has produced. Besides the Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch steel cage match, that one was fantastic. And then all of a sudden, the OTC, the only tribal chief, Roman Reigns, came back. He tossed it CM Punk by dragging out Seth Rollins. He attacked Rollins. He beat down Rollins. He Superman punch, spear, spear by Roman Rollins. And then he tried to hit the curb stomp on Rollins on the steel steps, but Rollins got saved by security and the producer, like the Hurricane, Gregory Helms and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Roman sees Paul Heyman, you know, to CM Punk, and Roman was like, "Oh, oh, that's what we doing now, Paul." He goes into the ring. All of a sudden, Roman just started attacking him, throwing Punk against the steel cage, walls, back and forth. And all of a sudden, Roman hit him with one gigantic spear to end Monday Night Raw with Paul Heyman in shock, and he didn't know what to think. And then fast forward, that SmackDown with CM Punk in the favor, and they did the contract signing, and then Punk, you know, out last, Roman coming out. They were singing the song for Roman and your tribal chief, the ODC. He loved it, and the contract saying that I did these guys a favor. I gave him the main event of WrestleMania. He went on and on about it, and then Seth Rollins came out saying that CM Punk doesn't deserve the main event WrestleMania. He hasn't earned the main event WrestleMania. He just belittling Punk, saying he has to earn it, and WrestleMania means more to him than anyone in this match, saying that Rollins cleaning up Roman Reigns' mess again and again and again, and he's tired of it. The Punk came down the ramp, and he's talking. This his moment and stuff like that. And then Paul Heyman tell him that you are in the main event of WrestleMania. You are finally a main eventer at WrestleMania. I think I just spoiled that in the beginning when I was talking. But then Roman Reigns told them, you should be thanking for giving you this opportunity. And CM Punk was kind of jokingly say, thank you, my tribal chief, for this opportunity to main event WrestleMania, where I'm gonna beat you and your Joker clown Seth Rollins, and prove that I am in my belief the best in the world. And then fast forward to Raw, you know, truth about how CM Punk doesn't care about him, how Roman doesn't care about him, especially Roman. He treats him like crap. Explaining how Roman needed him to do things for him, do the jet, give him his steaks. Paul Heyman talk about how Solo just brutalized him, put him through the announcer table and stuff. Paul Heyman told him to not put his hands on him. Rollins did it anyway. And then CM Punk came down the ramp, tried to save his friend Paul. Rollins ran, and then he ran into the ring, and Seth Rollins just curb stomped CM Punk. And then Paul Heyman making sure that CM Punk is okay, and Rollins, he looks at the crowd. He looks at Paul Heyman. He runs for the curb stomp, but Paul Heyman moves out of the way. And Rollins said, now you owe me a favor. Which, that's not how that works, because Paul Heyman moved out the way anyway. So he doesn't owe you a favor. But as for the winner of this match, I think CM Punk is going to win this match, but I would be surprised if Seth Rollins does win this match. But this is CM Punk's first main event match. I think CM Punk, the best in the world, will win in the main event of night one. Let's get on to night two. We got night two, WrestleMania. Alright, I'm gonna save Cena Cody for last. Let's go on to the next match. The Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way. We got Daryl, Mielos, Penta. We got Finn Balor, Judgment Day 2, Sweet. And we got my man, the best Mysterio, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now this Fatal 4-Way is going to be a Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker. He got that dog in him. This will be a crazy Fatal 4-Way match for the prestigious Intercontinental Championship. A championship that means a lot to me. It's my childhood favorite Intercontinental title, or my childhood title. And I want Dirty Dom to win the Intercontinental Championship. So my prediction is Dirty Dom Mysterio finally singles gold. I want him to lie, cheat, and steal that Intercontinental Championship. Because I'm just gonna lie and be like, sure, Finn, I'll help you capture the Intercontinental Championship. He's gonna steal that pinfall victory, stealing that moment, stealing that championship from Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. He's gonna lie, he's gonna cheat, and he's gonna steal that Intercontinental Championship from Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. And Dirty Dom will be your new Latino Intercontinental Champion. And I can see Penta winning, but I am rooting for Dirty Dom Mysterio, and I know Liv Morgan's gonna cheer on her Latino heat, Dirty Dom Mysterio. Move on to our next match. The match that should have been a one-on-one match between Io Sky and Bianca Belair. But we got the Women's World Championship. We got the rightful number one contender, the rightful Elimination Chamber winner, the rightful challenger for Io Sky. We got the EST of WWE, and you can't spell WrestleMania without the EST. Or you can't spell the EST of WrestleMania. You get the point. And then we got the self-proclaimed mommy of WWE, which, to be fair, Dominic gave her that nickname, so she's not mommy anymore. We got Rhea Ripley, who whined, complained her way into this match, even though the first time you was distracted because of your own ego. Because let's be honest, Bianca was there to watch the competition to see who she wanted to face at WrestleMania, or to see who she's going to face at WrestleMania. But you cost it yourself by engaging with Bianca instead of focusing on the task at hand. And then next week, Bianca did nothing wrong. She explained why she was out there, because she won the Elimination Chamber fair and square. So what does that say? And then Rhea Ripley wants to sign the contract that wasn't even hers. She wasn't even scheduled in the match. But of course, Rhea Ripley should get what she wants. She gets what she wants all the time. And then Rhea Ripley gets her rematch. But it wasn't an ordinary match. A special guest referee with the EST. And throughout the match, it was decent. It was a decent, good, fun match. But Rhea Ripley, Bianca straight in the face, or to her head. Then she gets mad that Bianca didn't count 10, even though you kicked her straight in the face into the head. And then Io Sky accidentally hit Bianca, which caused Bianca to ring the bell, and then Rhea gets mad. For one, you kicked her in the face, in the head first, then, and you have the nerve to attack Bianca because of your mistake again. Then you attack Io Sky for no reason. And then they do their contract signing again next week. I think like the after that match happened. Then Adam Pearce was like, I'm tired of this. Y'all want, if y'all want to sell y'all differences, triple threat Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. And then, you know, usual Adam Pearce was furious because they started brawling Io Sky with the springboard drop kick. She signed the contract. She grabbed her championship as the badass champion that she is. She stood tall as she should. And who do I think is going to win? I think the genius of the sky, Io Sky. I'm about to say Io Shirai, but that's not her name anymore. But I got Io Sky retaining her Women's World Championship. But as an honorable mention, Bianca Belair can also win this match. Moving on, the Women's Tag Team Championship. We got the challenger, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. And we got the hugger. Wait, she's not the hugger anymore. The role model Bailey takes on Liv Morgan, the greatest women's world champion of all time. And her, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez, the greatest women's tag team champions of all time. They will be defending their women's tag team championships. And my pick to win this match is Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. I don't think they will lose. This is their first title defense in like ever since they won the belts off of Jade. No, not Jade. Bianca and Naomi. Bianca is their first title defense since they won the women's tag team championships. And I think that they should beat Bailey and Lyra because they are a throw together tag team. And I'll be shocked if Lyra and Bailey will win. And to be honest, I feel like this match would have been Lyra and Becky versus Liv and Raquel because of how, Liv keeps saying that she retired Becky Lynch, which she did. She did retire Becky Lynch. So, I think that Liv Morgan and Raquel is going to retain the Women's Tag Team Championship. And our next match, we got the phenomenal AJ Styles takes on social media sensation YouTuber Logan Paul. Build up has not been great. However, Karrion Kross, he's great for build ups like this, and he deserved his flowers. Who do I think is going to win? I think Logan Paul is going to be AJ Styles. Oh, controversial take by me. Yeah, I know it's controversial, but I think Logan Paul is going to beat AJ Styles. Even though Harry Cross does not want AJ Styles to lose. He wants that killer AJ Styles. He wants that angry AJ Styles. He wants that evil ways AJ Styles. That TNA evil ways AJ Styles. But today on Monday Night Raw, we got AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross. So let's see if Karrion Kross will get his wish and get that killer instance AJ Styles. But Logan Paul is my pick. Next match, we got the Sin City Street Fight. We got the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest, takes on the Scottish Warrior, the Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre. And I got Drew McIntyre getting a win. I think Drew is going to beat the hell out of Damian Priest for everything that he has done to him, taking the World Heavyweight Championship from him, eliminating him from the Royal Rumble, eliminating him from the Elimination Chamber match. Drew McIntyre is out for blood, out for vengeance. Drew McIntyre will stop at nothing to get his moment for all the torment that Damian Priest has been doing to him for the past year. And Drew McIntyre is going to get his moment is by putting down Damian Priest. And on to our main event of night two, the American Nightmare, the undisputed WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes, take on the 16th time greatest of all time, John Cena. Now, this match could go either way. Cody Rhodes could finish the story, the chapter, and put an end to John Cena. Or John Cena could take the championship and retire with the WWE Undisputed Championship. And honestly, I mean, the final boss, The Rock, lingering in the balance. And we got Travis Scott leaning into the balance. That could help John Cena because we saw the three. We saw who's gonna be number one in The Rock's plan if John Cena fails to get the WWE Championship and be the final boss, People's Champion. I think Cody Rhodes retains the WWE Championship. This could go either way. I can see John Cena winning because of The Rock is Travis Scott, or The Rock's final plan, the number one person on his plan to help him capture the WWE Undisputed Championship. Or we could hear the glass shattered, a stone cold Steve Austin helps Cody Rhodes retain the undisputed WWE Championship because Stone Cold did tell Cody Rhodes that if you need help, I am one phone call away. So, Cody Rhodes, you need to call Stone Cold, and he needs to give him some beer once he helps Cody Rhodes beat John Cena. But my pick is Cody Rhodes beat John Cena in the main event of night two. Well, that is all the matches. But wait, not quite yet. We still got Randy Orton without an opponent for WrestleMania 41. And I'm going to predict his WrestleMania opponent, and it's going to be Randy Orton takes on the in-ring debut of Nick Aldis. The, the SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis is going to fight Randy Orton at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 41, in his debut match. I think Nick Aldis, I have never seen a Nick Aldis match besides watching Brutus Magnus in TNA. It's been a while since I watched a Nick Aldis match since his Brutus Magnus days in TNA. And after Randy Orton RKO'd him the first time after being signed to SmackDown, gave him a lump sum of money for the fine, and then he RKO'd him again out of frustration of Kevin Owens, unfortunately. And I wish you well on your recovery, Kevin Owens. Fight. I think, I don't know why I'm saying I think. Randy Orton is going to beat Nick Aldis in his debut match. I think Randy Orton should get the win. I'll be shocked if Nick Aldis does beat Randy Orton, and then they have a rematch at Backlash. But yeah, I think Randy Orton will beat Nick Aldis in his WrestleMania debut match. And I'm gonna go to SmackDown for the matches that they have. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think Andrade is going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think Andrade is going to win it. I think it would further the Legado del Fantasma feud and stuff like that. I honestly, if Andrade doesn't win, have Rey Fenix win. Have Rey Fenix win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's either Andrade, Rey Fenix wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, or Omos Omos. So Andrade, Ray Phoenix, or Omos is my picks to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But I'm fine with anyone who wins. But Ray Phoenix, Andrade, Omos, one of those three should win the Battle Royal. And then the main event of SmackDown, the WWE Tag Team Championships, the Motor City Machine Guns, or yeah, Machine versus the Street Profits. Now, this match could go either way. I could see DIY causing the disqualification or cause Motor City Machine Guns, but assisting the Street Profits on the win. So I think the Street Profits is going to win. But my second prediction is DIY helps the Street Profits win so they can get their rightful rematch for the tag team championships, or they just caused the disqualification and caused Motor City Machine Guns their championship opportunity. Now that's all for the WrestleMania matches and the SmackDown. Well, the Go Home WrestleMania SmackDown edition. Yeah. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.